Yeah, I'm recording.
Hey, motherfucker, why does this taste so weird?
What?
Yeah, that's why I took this one and gave you that.
Son of a bitch, I'm not having this shit.
Motherfucker. You have
Yeah.
to,
Oh
you
my.
have to do those.
I
Okay.
I'm telling you,
Okay,
right?
guys.
BVs, right?
Yes, now I
It
get
tastes like
the.
bad fucking alcohol.
Your mom tastes like bad fucking alcohol. I still had it, okay? Be fucking grateful.
Oh my god.
What did you?
Oof.
Introducing
Abhishek,
Shanky.
did you see the recording? I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, you're recording. कोई नहीं bro,
I'm so
कोई
sorry.
नहीं.
On the roll.
That is the point, kind of.
Okay. Zeal, the recording. Be fucking professional.
Okay.
Like your mom was last night.
Professional.
Continue.
Immediately follow with the your mouth joke.
Yeah. Too professional.
अरे भाई. अरे गाइस, so मैं तो अरे आज
Yeah.
एक्चुअली मेरे मम्मी पापा की एनिवर्सरी है. तो
Oh, nice.
yeah, so we invited some guests over and we opened up a bottle of champagne and
Ooh.
coffee. Yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun. बहुत मजा आया.
Nice.
फिर they were like कि हम लोग, you know, दोस्त लोग आए, हम लोग एक लॉन्ग ड्राइव करके आते हैं. मम्मी और पापा बोथ टू मी.
Mhm.
अच्छा, मैं बोलता था लॉन्ग ड्राइव रात में, ये तो मेरे को जो है डंडे पेलते थे. अभी इनकी एनिवर्सरी, इनके दोस्त, तो दे आर गोइंग ऑन लॉन्ग राइड्स. तो ठीक है, बढ़िया है. What can I say? I will remember this moment and I will give them so many tanas.
Fair.
Yeah.
Let's
Congrats to your
move on
parents
to order something
for
else.
making it one more year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally ruining every fucking taste in your mouth.
That's not that bad, Zeal.
What are you guys eating? Like,
I
please
think
make
Like
they
your
make the
intestines
object or
wrong.
the subject clear.
I think they messed up a cocktail.
No. It's a
Oh.
pizza. It's a
Me
pizza.
wonder I will fuck you up.
I'm so sorry, bro. I have faith in your skill, bro. That is why I never doubt what
It's
you
a
give me in a
pizza that
glass.
is tasting bad, bro.
Yeah, fucking
Okay,
It tastes
happens.
like it's been infused with some very bad alcohol, like methanol types.
Oh
methanol
God.
type alcohol.
Yeah, the
Probably
pizza.
that's a sanitized pizza.
Oh
You
my
never know.
god, Teja.
Welcome to Omicron season.
Yeah. Wish you had a sanitized pizza.
Why?
Just so
So
that
that
you
I
can.
wouldn't be sick.
Yeah,
No, so
listen.
that you can have the bad taste because, like, I want you to suffer. I don't know.
Wow.
He's already fucking sick, man. Cut him some slack.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
not
Like,
enough
what a
though.
friend to lose.
It's not enough. I'm so sorry.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Bhai और बहनों, welcome to the fucking podcast. Now,
Bhand वार्तालाप.
भंड वार्तालाप.
Yes. How do we will what is the main concern? Like, what is the base topic? Do we introduce ourselves? Like,
I was
I'm
supposed to
Abhishek.
be making the topics, but I forgot actually.
wow, way to take a lead.
This is off to such a good start.
So,
It's okay. The whole point of this conversation is about we are talking in a channel that's called Drugs to the Side. So yeah, we can say whatever the f we want, I guess.
Okay, it was originally drags to the side. Abhishek convinced me to drugs to the side because it's only one letter away. So I said, fine.
Okay.
I was like, मैं शैंकी से ज़्यादा काम तो मतलब करवा ही नहीं सकता any which way. मेरे को लगा कि
भाई साहब, I have been fucking cooking.
Oh
मैं
my
काम कर
God,
रहा हूँ,
what?
let
Oh,
me tell you.
this is something I would like to and love to hear about.
Hooray, Shashank has been cooking some really nice stuff. He has been, what has he been making? I think he made sandwich.
Oh,
I don't know what he has been making. He has been making some really nice stuff.
1 minute. Is this a scripted thing going on there?
Background में Shanky is hand gesturing him what he made.
कुछ भी करो। अगर मैं शैंक की पिज्जा पेलता है, ठीक है?
He's like, मेरे को फर्क नहीं पड़ता what you guys are talking
हाँ,
about.
अरे यार.
तो okay. No, but for real, I've been enjoying having a kitchen. I've been enjoying cooking. We've
Nice.
been, yeah. I always like cooking, but it's like Never
Calm.
mind. Let's not go there. Yeah, it's calm.
Yeah.
But I don't mind. Like, man, I think we. What else did we do? We made food. We made veg Maggie with bread omelette the other day.
Oh,
That
yes,
was
we did
like,
that.
yeah. I chopped all the veggies. I like sauteed them, and I made Maggie and like chucked it in. Had a lot of green chilies. Had like, yeah, it was nice, bro.
Nice
I'm
boy.
not gonna say anything what I made because if this gets out, my parents will kill me.
वो तो अंडा का है इसके लिए तेरे माँ बाप मार डालेंगे तो बेंच पे पी के बैठा है जहर
Manmeet,
चूतिया
exactly. Like, uh,
कि मैं
worry
पी
about the other parts of the conversation we just had.
I'm like
You're worried about a bloody egg.
yeah
you don't understand, bro. I will get disowned.
Hmm. Okay. Abhishek, how was your weekend?
My weekend was fucking boring, bro. Like, I'm like Friday, there was a lot of work. So I wrapped up my work and then later at night, I caught up with my school wala friends. Played some
Okay.
Age of Empires
Okay,
after,
nice.
doing what we do. So that was fun. Then I slept at around, I think, 7 in the morning. Uh,
You played Age of Empires till 7 in the morning?
yeah. No, yeah.
Proud of you.
Hmm.
And then I woke up the next day. I had a little bit of a headache, but it was nothing. Uh, then I was getting bored. Then I was still getting bored, so I was bugging actually Tejas quite a bit. I think I called him 2 to 3 times yesterday, just because I
Yeah, I
was
mean, it's
getting
not
so
but
bored.
yeah, I mean, he called me up when like Supreet was there, and then he called me up when Ganna came. I was like, I'll call you later.
Yeah, and रात में again I played some Age of Empires after doing what we do. Yesterday actually we recorded one more podcast also. That was good.
That is interesting.
Yeah,
We thought we were your first friends to like have the luxury of
Apparently
listening to
not,
the.
Shanky.
Apparently not.
bros.
We are the episode 2 cast. We are not episode 1.
Oh my God, bros.
No, don't be surprised if it's like not even two.
Oh my God,
You're at
Tejas. Tejas, first of all, ठीक है.
We
And
episode,
secondly, and
no, it's
secondly,
okay. We can assume that we are episode 1 and the one he recorded yesterday was episode 0, and that's why there was a trial. So we are the
ये
actual
देख
folks on episode
इसको देखो ऑप्टिमिज्म का डेफिनेशन है वो.
There is optimism and then there is believing shit people haven't even said.
my God, guys, you are taking this to some weird level. Okay, the point is that see within the week, obviously
Uh-huh.
Shanky won't have been available, right?
Agreed.
So, and like I was getting so bored that I was like, matlab, I can't like wait for the weekend for this. So we recorded one
And when did you
episode
record it?
on the
technically
weekend.
we
On
recorded
the
it
weekend, yeah.
yesterday.
See, I
When
know.
did you record it? No, I want to know if it is Saturday or Sunday or Friday or whatever.
No, we did a test
Valid
one.
question. Thanks, Tejas.
We did a testing one on Thursday, and then we did first proper one.
Episode 1 कब था बोल में?
Episode one कल था bro.
For the audience, it was a Saturday.
Yes. अरे यार ठीक है यार, like it
कोई
Okay,
honestly
so,
sounds
so,
worse than it
so
is.
I am not available on weekends. Hence, he recorded a podcast with his other friends on Saturday night. Cool. Let's move on.
अरे यार. See, in the morning I felt so guilty. I was like, "Ki, let's get these guys on a call." Hey Tejas, stop it, Tejas.
Sorry. I'll
Uh,
hold it.
so in the morning only, when Shanky actually texted one very interesting photo, I think, in the morning.
Oh, yeah, the ice cream one. Yeah.
Tejas's kidney, not kidney, sorry.
Kidney.
What? Wrong.
Tejas's knee is also in
Me,
that
thank
picture.
you.
Ah.
It was 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just showing Zeal the photo because he does not check Telegram apparently.
Oh yeah.
I heard he tweeted, so I was like, wait, what did he
Tweeted?
tweet?
I don't tweet.
I don't know, I heard tweeted.
पेट भरा हुआ है
Okay.
रात में थोड़ा सा ले लूंगा वो ज्यादा नहीं
Anyway, our weekend was filled with us being confused about our COVID test reports and then being, I don't know, fucking
हाँ
lazy
अभी
and in
एक
recliners the rest
तो
of the
उसके चला
weekend.
हुआ
Like that's pretty
एपिसोड
much what happened.
Yep.
I don't
फिलहाल तो
think
नहीं
we've just been staring at the TV for like 48 hours at this point.
Yeah, the
Almost.
maid
48
has been
hours
walking in.
अभी
She has been seeing two depraved assholes, two degenerates, just like reclining with a controller in their hands and watching while she serves us food. And she's like, इनको इनको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता जिंदगी क्या है.
Yeah.
So,
So
what were like you were binge watching something or like
We
playing
were
some game?
playing.
I made Zeal play this game called One Shot on. It's a single player indie game on Steam. So
We had some tough decisions to make concerning humanity in that game. One soul over the lives of a million.
yeah, probably. So it's a cool game. Yeah, I recommend that game. Like it's called One Shot. It's on my
Okay.
recently played on Steam. It's an indie game that it breaks the fourth wall quite a lot. Like it puts files in your documents folder and like random shit like that. You know, it's like it's pretty cool, and you have to open them and stuff like that. It's a fun game. Um, it's I would recommend it. We beat the main game and then we are there's a new game plus that we just went to where yeah we are gonna probably play that. Like I'm trying not to spoil too much here, but it's a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
It's
So far, it has just been Bakchodi. You were supposed to prepare an agenda which you conveniently forgot.
yeah I that is that is
Yeah, no
true
worries. Like we can.
I'm gonna parallelize this. Okay, I'm gonna work on an agenda and
This
within
is
five
thank
burned
you.
Bakchodi. BB se BB
Yeah.
ban gaya.
Meanwhile, okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like while he comes some agenda, I have some proposals to put. Now that you guys are like, he also introduced you to gaming and like you guys are
Yeah.
like having fun with controllers. Why can't we like invest time in like multiplayers, weekend chill multiplayer games?
भाई
Name a game. Like I'm down. Like I don't mind AOE. I don't
I mean,
mind.
I mean, I'm being very random. Like it can be see
ज्यादा आ
to
गया
encourage controllers, we can like go for
मतलब
like
एक
Fall
फुल मंगवा
Guys or
लिया था
like
वो डबल आ गया
We
uh,
have
I,
one controller though, so like we've been playing single player games mainly
क्या
because of
पता
that
डबल
reason.
see, yeah, that's cool, right? If one controller is also there, like there will always be a keyboard option, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So it makes it convenient for two players to not fight for space or like.
So ठीक है, like what's the formal proposal? Then the committee will vote on it.
See, I am very desperate to freaking progress in Overcooked because I have been binge watching a lot of YouTube videos where people play and are having fun, and I'm like, why can't I have fun like this? But yeah, that being said, I would propose Overcooked 2. Yeah, that is there in the list, but I'm open for literally any game because I would like to interact with people while playing or like doing something meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that was meaningful. I mean, it is meaningful, but something that we can like, discuss later. "Hey, dekha hua hai," something like that.
That is the
Like, oh
most
my God, dude,
accurate
Bhanu. Like
description.
now there is so much to talk about Bhanu. Bhanu is like a chapter in a book when you're talking Bhanu in Destiny 2 setup or like
Yeah,
gaming society setup.
yeah, bro.
Yeah. So like such things will come up and like I would always
भाई तो
appreciate it. वही
let's
मतलब
do it
think
man
about it like yeah, think about some games that you guys are aware of like because I'm not as exposed to क्या चलते रहता
Uh,
है what games are there. Yeah.
I don't mind Overcooked, honestly. Overcooked is fun. I'm
Yeah,
downloading
and
Steam on Zeal's Mac, so
I
yeah.
actually upgraded to Monterey by mistake and that wiped out my dev setup. Couldn't work, so I had to reset it overnight to
Yeah,
Catalina.
Overcooked you can play like you can be the keyboard and somebody can be the controller. Like
yeah, no, that's cool. I'll get my laptop, I'll be the controller, then Zeal can be the keyboard, I think.
so
mm,
guys I have a topic in mind
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
great, great. We can start off
Shall
with something.
shall we
yeah
round up people?
I want to talk about how different and in variety are I mean to say like when I say child cartoons we used
Yeah, that's fair. That's good.
Mine is quite limited, but okay.
so just
No, see, like it can be like what kind of like what was your pastime or
Yeah.
like not necessarily some games, right? Like
yeah,
because even
matlab
I
that was
don't
that
play a
was
lot
kind
of
of
games
like
growing up.
my that was
Mhm.
like my
I played a lot
pastime.
of games growing up. Like it
Yeah,
shows,
me
I
too.
know.
I can't remember my Steam password. Fuck it. Do you need to right now? It's okay.
No, we didn't. Sorry.
Through that shit.
We'll do anonymous.
Mm. Do not drop this laptop.
All right, okay. So, I mean, your company is paying for it, so I'll drop it if I feel like it. Anyway, uh, so, Abhishek, how about you start? Okay,
Yeah,
one
so
sec.
Sturdy as your XPS.
so I remember quite a few cartoons for
Obviously.
Bhai.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell do I need to do that?
That show is like, the kind of the magnitude of memes that the show has and you love it, bro. Just the randomness of it and मतलब कुछ भी करके last में the parents never actually find out what
Yeah.
like look
I feel
they,
very bad for Candice though. Just
yes
on a side.
yes I'm like waiting for you to go there Candace like
Yeah.
entire summer she was like this guy's like Jeremy and then her little brothers are like doing they literally created a snow mountain in their backyard.
Yeah. They made what not do.
Yeah, dude. Like, and even the kind of
Yeah.
fun that platypus berry.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of Tom and Jerry. I have watched that Bear Grylls ka
Oh, Man versus Wild.
Man versus Wild. How can I that for years? Coffee.
Okay. Like just to disclaimer, I had like हमारा cable connection they cut it when I was in second class because my elder sister was approaching board exams. So so I did not grow up having a TV at my place. So the only time I used to watch TV is summer vacation when I was at my grandparents' place. So I used to cover the entire year's TV watch time in that 3 months. So I used to wake up at like 4 o'clock, brush my teeth, yeah, drink something hot, and get to watching something. So Cartoon Network में around that time like around that time it used to be like Powerpuff Girls,
Yes,
Johnny
Johnny
Bravo,
Bravo.
and like Eddie, like so
Yeah.
these were all there. I used to not follow them, but one only the summer vacation time I used to literally watch all the Cartoon Network shows, like right from morning 4 to raat ke whenever I am awake, 10, 11.
Damn.
Similar story, bro. My dad never put TV in our like proper TV in our place. So whenever I used to go for summer vacation to my mama's, I used to like watch Cartoon Network. Like I've been deprived of TV for. I've never seen a TV in my life. Like
Yeah,
that, I
same.
used to sit in front of the TV. And I used to watch Tom and Jerry. Not so much. Beyblade. Yes, I was huge.
Yeah, I
I
think
went nuts for
Beyblade is the
Beyblade
first
was
anime I enjoy. No, I think
uh,
Pokemon's the first anime I enjoyed.
Pokemon. Yeah.
Beyblade, yeah. And then Beyblade happened.
yes.
I
Then
was
there
more into
was
Digimon weirdly than Beyblade.
Interesting. I was into Pokemon, then Digimon, and then I got into Beyblade, not watching as much, but we used to play a lot of Beyblade because we used to get these cheap 50 rupee, 100 rupee Beyblades at like the local stationery shop.
yes, dude. Yes, and the
Yeah, and we
metal
used to
ones were
like
very expensive.
Yeah, dude, like Vanjo saw 50 खर्च किए Vanjo उस पे. It was fucking.
Yeah.
We used to like disassemble them and like put them together. At one point, I got kicked out of school because I like had Beyblades and like the official rule was no Beyblades. I had like
Oh my
Beyblades in my
god.
bag. And one of my friends told on me, and I mean, not kicked out of school. They like made me stand outside the classroom for like a period, and I felt like shit.
Yeah, dude.
This was fucking third grade, by the way. Just fucking con. I was 8 years old, maybe younger.
भाई स्कूल का punishment was some other level that time.
Yeah,
So
dude.
little thing. मतलब it was like thinking back, it's weird to ask anybody to go stand in the like imagine a
Yeah.
real scenario in which you ever have to do that. I think it is so.
I mean, the only people who understand stand in a corner with your hands up are people who've been through the Indian schooling
Yes,
system. No
exactly.
one else even fucking knows what that means. Like,
Yes,
what the like the whole
that
point is
statement has
to
never been used in any
association,
other
right?
context.
Yeah.
Uh, oh my god,
You're being peer pressured into good behavior.
basically. uh, and it is man, like back then it used to be such a big deal.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, what's the most weirdest punishment you got, and what was the reason you were given punishment for?
Oh, okay. So this was third grade, right? So this was like the first time I got punished. I actually felt bad. And then by fifth grade, I was like, huh, I want punishment. So my friend and I used to take because we realized we could fucking bunk class officially, right? Like if you get punished. So we're like, yeah, ye to sahi hai. So we used to go, the PT that used to like happen in the ground where you had to like do shit. And like the prefects would be around checking your uniforms and shit. And like we
Yeah,
used to have that. So what my friend and I used to do, we used to leave our belts in our bag on purpose while going down. And you come to school without the school belt, that is like a uniform violation. You're like,
yes.
matlab, shirt tucked in aisa
Oh
where
my
belt is
god,
behind,
yes.
right? So they would be like, you guys are not going back to class. I'm like, okay. Like, and they would be like, the prefects were like eighth, ninth grade. Okay. So they thought they were like fucking kings of the world or whatever. So they used to be like, you guys are going to run circles around this fucking ground and shit. We used to happily do that. I'm still fat. Don't ask me how. We used to happily do that. Like, this was fucking every day of school, by the way, right? So, um, we used to do that, and then we used to like bunk most of the first period after that, and we used to like chill. We made like friends with the prefects and everything, and yeah, so it was not weird. Like the weirdest, funniest was to like take a note, right? That like we were just doing some shit in class, like beating people up, like throwing chalks and dusters at each other, like regular school shit.
Regular stuff.
Like, yeah. So the my class teacher got really mad. She had to come to our class in the middle of the day, and she was like, "You you four fuckers will write a note, a handwritten note, go down to the principal's office, get it signed, and come up. Till then, I'm not talking to you, or you're getting suspended." ठीक है? तो we were like, yeah, ठीक है, अब तो फटने वाली है. ठीक है? We were like legit shitting up. This was also in fifth grade, by the way. So we were like legit shitting our pants. So we got the notes that we sat down, we discussed क्या लिखना है, we wrote the notes, right, and like the back of class, because obviously we were at the back of class, and like we wrote the notes, we went down to the principal's office. Principal was busy, vice principal was free, principal was in a meeting. तो vice principal के रूम में जाके बैठ गए. We're like, यार ठीक है, मतलब when principal is not available, technically responsibility vice principal का है, vice principal का sign लगा के निकल जाता है. And vice
Mm.
principal was relatively chiller, right? So we
Mm.
went in, we saw the vice principal with like one of like, some head of like whatever, right? She used to teach 10th or 12th or whatever, and she was like one of the senior like English professors or whoever. So they were there, they were chatting about some shit. They saw us coming. And we put our letters in front of them, right? And then the vice principal takes my friend's letter, looks at it, asks us what we've done. We have our heads down. We're like absolutely like fucking like we feel like horrible people.
Bashful set of kids ever.
Yeah, exactly. And then we asked us what we did. We told her this is what we did. We are sorry. We will never do it again. She looks at the note. She reads the note out loud, just to humiliate us. And then she signs it. And she gives the paper back to my friend. And then I give her my paper, right? Which was also, the same, like almost the same note. हमने मिलके ही लिखा था. I give her my paper. She looks at it. She looks at me. She looks down at the paper. And she signed. I thought she signed and she gave it back to me. Okay. I take the paper, I put it in front of me, and she didn't fucking sign. She wrote bad handwriting.
Oh my goodness.
And in front of the fucking vice principal, and in front of that
Oh,
fucking head teacher, my friend and I burst into fucking laughter. We had to leave the room, finish laughing, and come back in
oh my
because of that.
God.
Right. That's right.
And,
Nice.
and even they were like kind of giggling, and they were like, "This is not okay" and shit. And then she finally, and I said sorry and shit, like through laughter, and then she signed it and gave it back. And then we went all the way back to the fucking class laughing our asses off. But yeah, that happened. That's like my weirdest, I think, punishment. That's like
And that was third class, you said.
fifth. This was fifth.
Class
Fifth.
5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Class 5, I also have a brief, but we
Uh-huh.
because you have to keep your nails in a very can't outgrow
Yeah. Yeah.
punish you, right? So the punishment was, you know how everybody used to line up for the school assembly.
Uh-huh.
Ever pulled out of your class wala line to the side, standing a little. It is very shame because then every ठीक है.
Yeah.
So uh, क्या कहते हैं I was a Monday or something, Sunday, but for some reason I forgot to clip thumb. 9 out of 10 fingers I did. Last one.
Interesting. Okay.
And next day I went to.
Does not sound like he forgot. He kept it on purpose, no?
No, I didn't. I genuinely forgot, dude. I was.
Cutting nails. How do you forget that? Okay, ye wala thumb. I
I.
conveniently forget.
I remember I forgot because next day when they were checking the nails, right, I was very confident because I was like कि मैंने तो nails काट किए हैं, right? And then they checked and they were like thumb का क्यों नहीं? They were like मैम को जाके बता दिया. Class teacher pulled me aside and I had to stand at the side of the fucking assembly for the rest of the 30 minutes. So
Oh,
Nice.
forgetting your nails. Nice.
as weird
No,
as you
this is
can
more than
request.
forgetting nails. This is not knowing how to count to 10.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and this was around fifth, you said.
Yeah, around 50. I think class 5.
Okay, I see.
So as weird as you can, basically.
Acha.
They just want to.
Like, I was punished only once. Like, not at all boasting. I was punished least number of times because to begin with, my sisters were very famous. Second, and like I was also decent enough kid. But one day, what happened? I remember the date also. It was 3rd of August because one day before my birthday. Uh, I somebody like our class girls were a bit rowdy, so they like bullying boys, and I'm a perfect target. Like I'm kind, I'm sweet. I'm all the things that
You're
like a
bullyable.
bully looks into. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they shoved some sand in my pant in our PT period, I guess.
Oh my god. Seriously.
So I wanted to do the same to them. So and like this is around like fourth, I guess, third or fourth. So they're wearing skirts, okay. So what I do is like ऐसे 5-6 लड़कियों के पीछे like हाथ में मिट्टी पकड़ के अगर उनको पकड़ रहा हो तो उनका स्कर्ट उठा के ऐसे मिट्टी फेंक के I'm like minding my own business. Like I was doing that, but what I didn't realize is a teacher was seeing from the corridor for like proper 10 minutes what the fuck I was doing. She did not see them shoving, obviously. Like life is fair that way apparently. But so she calls me and she calls me into C section. C section में मेरे ऑटो में और एक बंदी आती. Like her name was Gautami and she was in C section. I was in D section. Same class though. उसके सामने मेरे को मैम 2 थप्पड़ मार के she makes me kneel down near the board and continues her whole period while I'm kneeling down and like my hands are up and I'm thinking कल उनको chocolates नहीं दूंगा मैं कुछ भी करके. Yeah, that's literally how my
Damn,
weird
bro.
punishment was.
Dude,
But
that's
throwing
a
sand into
man.
cheddis.
Nice.
Yes.
That is,
इसीलिए गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स मत जाओ.
bhai, that is
I
borderline
agree.
traumatic, bro.
वहां पे देखो बच्चा नोट लिख के वाइस प्रिंसिपल के पास जा रहा है, यहाँ पे बच्चा कटो में मिट्टी फेंक के कंगाल हो रहा है. Like,
To be honest, your eyes were on like ladkiyon ke skirts, so like I don't blame her.
see,
But
exactly. But also know my age, dude. What would be my like? I don't know.
ये कब था?
Thought.
ये 5th में था?
This is third or fourth, bro. Not
Okay,
fifth.
then 8 or
Because
9. हाँ मतलब बच्चा ही.
hmm, and they are also tiny enough. Like, come on, like they had like imagine like I let them put matti in my pants.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
So I was that young.
That उसी पे मैंने exclaim कर दिया था starting में.
Oh my God.
Like three girls could easily like take full advantage of.
Okay, that's like TMI. Anyway,
I mean that's just facts, but yeah, please, Zeal, go ahead.
Zeal,
Sorry.
weirdest punishment.
Weirdest kado, but was harsh. Okay. So yeah, when I moved to Bangalore, I did not know Kannada, obviously, and I moved to Bangalore in 6th grade. So every fucker who was in the class, they were already well versed with Kannada, and the teachers wasn't putting that much effort into teaching Kannada. Everybody knew it. So it was like, okay, nobody's going to put extra efforts into teaching this new kid who has moved from a different state and teaching him Kannada from scratch. And the fuckers had Kannada exams also, fourth language. So
Okay, fourth, ये तो कौन से board में था? Who the fuck has a
CBSE, bro.
fourth language?
Fourth language.
First language English, second language Hindi, third Sanskrit, fourth
Hmm.
Kannada.
Fourth
Wow.
My God.
चार भाषाएं.
चार
भाई
भाषा.
हम मेरे को fourth language, the fourth language of our school was Galia. Like that was the max we used to do.
Bro,
Yeah, dude.
and
I agree.
this fourth language wasn't enough. You had to write the exams in that fourth language also. So exams में मेरे को these are all this the Kannada language is all gibberish to me. I conveniently create a fucking hash map, okay? Like I map each letter to its English alphabet and create a big fucking cheat sheet to just decipher the fucking question paper. Like what is it trying to say? And I hide that. I hide that fucking thing underneath my shoe. Of course, I get caught and I get fucking suspended because cheating is not allowed, even if it is your fourth language. Even if you have moved out of the, if you have moved in from a different state, you don't know anything what those hieroglyphics mean. And yeah, they suspend me for almost like a week or something. That was my harsh punishment. It
You
was
got
not
1 week
weird.
free time off.
Macha, it's not free time off, Macha.
It's fucking bro. If you were to get 1 week off today for no reason,
Right now I'm independent, I'm earning shit, okay? I can survive. Back then I was living with my parents. My father belted me for getting suspended and for cheating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is the
yeah,
real
that used to be
punishment
a
then.
thing.
Oh, and like punishment was a big deal back in school. I like um I have had to write notes and take it to the principal a couple of times. But if I've never gotten
Uh-huh.
suspended, man, like if I were to get suspended, I would probably bury myself alive
Yeah,
back in
I
school,
agree,
man.
man. Like if I'd gotten suspended for 1 week, my parents wouldn't see me for 1 week. ठीक है? Like I had to survive on the streets. But I never got suspended either, honestly. So
Yeah, me neither. So Zeal, you win the trophy.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You started off low key. ऐसा कुछ खास नहीं है, but yeah, you
Which
go
cars
yes pretty hard.
did wow, eh? Fucking finish your drink for that.
Oh
Fucking
my goodness.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, dude, like childhood actually have a lot of all of these stories. I is like us 10th onwards.
Fair.
And you know, like Tejas is probably I know Tejas actually. Like there are a lot of people also that remember a lot of the proudly broadcast
See,
the
I
fact.
actually gave a yeah. I mean, I actually have an answer to that. I gave a thought about it, like why I remember, like why people do. What I have noticed is that I'm a very talkative person to begin with, right? So I keep on telling the same story over and over again, so it doesn't die in my info. Like either it might be modified by like 10 to 20%, probably, let's say, because
Yeah, yeah,
over
I
time,
do that too. I do that too.
yeah. So you will remember, like Shanky will never forget his this
Yeah.
envelope or like writing a note story because he might have told it to enough people to keep it alive.
Yeah, I have.
And
I honestly have.
so
Ah,
that's what I think I do with people. Like I constantly
does
keep
this
telling what
does this imply that I probably just did not talk about myself enough?
yes, probably. Or like yeah, might be. Or
During
probably
my
you did not
childhood?
have much to talk about.
Oh my god.
Now you have, now you have, that's why
See,
you have a
now you're raising fingers, okay?
I'm not
No, we
raising
have
fingers.
enough stories about Nigarwala being a stud but not realizing it, no?
Yeah,
Ha.
Like, posted about it quite a bit.
I mean, I think that was most of his childhood. He was a stud, but he didn't realize it. So like he doesn't have stories, even though they were stories for other people.
yeah, that is, I feel, pretty accurate actually. Because I told you, right?
Unknowing influencer.
Yeah.
मतलब भाई मतलब I don't know, bro. Like back then, I was like, I used to, games on copies. Have I told you that?
Yeah, you told me. That's exactly what I was going to go ahead,
Yeah,
please.
and so basically, I got inspired from GT City, and I was like, okay, what the
Uh-huh.
hell
I've
this
seen
game
that.
is, and I reduced the game to a map, okay, a character slot in which you have characters and the like a brief description of all the missions. So I draw a map on the copy. I have a player a slot, a copy, and I write down brief. And then I was like, okay, I am the dungeon master. This is the dungeon with people. Okay. And we used to have so much fun. Years. I remember that when I made this is actually where my tag Hura Italian comes. Instead of franchise, Hura was the main character, and the series was called Chronicles of Hura, and people were like crazy about it. But like thinking back
We would
now.
like to play this game, the Chronicles of Hura. When are you hosting that in Dungeons and Dragons next?
Yeah, like I'll have to like it was a lot of fun. Definitely try to get back into that industry.
Yeah, dude, like I'm down. Like I'm just sitting here like when should like let's do fucking D&D now, you know? Like we have 4 people, like that's more than enough. Like
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
telling
Hura
stories
was
was
like the
like
Dungeon Master.
yeah.
uh, matlab, my original point was that all these stories I remembered, but in my perspective, I just wanted to play games. But from when I hear the same stories from other friends, like talk to them, hear it from their perspective. They were fighting amongst themselves so that they could play the game with. So,
Oh.
so in that way, I was in a way like I was on the blind side of this so popularity that I had. Never realized, and I was like, I wanted to play.
Really?
Yeah.
You were the popular guy that people wanted to play with, play games with, wink wink. I used my friends and I used to draw funny comic strips on like pieces of paper and like circulate them across the fucking class. Like they used to be like legit comics. So we would like staple them and shit, and we would like circulate them like amongst our friend circle in this section and every other section, and everyone would read it, and then like it would be about fucking Dragon Ball Z characters living a normal life and like like fucking pooping and shit. Like it was lame. Like this was like fourth grade. Like pooping was like very funny. Like
Yeah. I mean, that is the kind of imaginative world
Comics of
children.
yeah.
Dragon
stick
Ball Z
stick
characters.
figure comics. I was never an artist. Like 3 lines I could do. Okay, but then
Was the turd larger than the torso?
sometimes. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, that sounds like you, nigga. Like
Yeah,
honestly.
man. Weirdly and understandably blind to right under my.
Yeah. Like your mom last night. Anyway, so no, so what's so do we have a population for Among Us?
I don't think we have.
Okay, someone's going to have to pull. Geetu will be on in like a bit. I pinged Deepika the question. I haven't received a reply.
That means
I
you can
can
interpret it as
try.
a reply.
I mean, okay, let me. Do you want to? I want to ping Ken for sure.
Yeah, can.
I
I
think at
just
this
hope it's
point
not
I'll
too late.
stop the record.
Yeah, we have
Okay,
enough Bakchod content, I assume.